going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Commodores will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls it in, it's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Allen. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
What you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Allen. And they're able to make the tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Maddox. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Wildcats will have it first and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Gomez. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got a man, it's Allen. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. That late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking to throw, it's Gomez. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Clinton. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Gomez. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And the try is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first...
Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Gomez. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Kick is in the air. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air, using his feet to buy time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Cole. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The inside handoff. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Now on 2nd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Gomez. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moon. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Gomez. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And they're not on the same page there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The short hands, it's Clinton. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got to lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Maddox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Page. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now, a 4th down.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Kentucky.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. They didn't need the extra point, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well.